What is up, everyone? I'm Marcus Lapp with the Indie Music Lab, and today we're going to do something really fun. We're going to take 4 reverbs on one vocal, and we'll see which sounds best. Let's do this. Now, the song we're going to be using to test out these reverbs is a remake of the song Close to You by Dayglow. If you want to check out how I remade this song, I've got its own video for that. You can find that in the description below if you want to check that out. So here are the 4 reverb plugins we're going to be taking a look at today. So the first one is a stock plugin in Studio One. This is called Room Reverb. We've got Little Plate by Soundtoys. We got Endless Smile, which is not technically a reverb, but I turned it into a reverb and it sounds absolutely amazing. Or it sounds interesting. It might not sound amazing on everything, but it's got a very unique and cool sound to it if you use it a certain way. And then we've got Valhalla Supermassive for our 4th. So we're just going to go one by one, test these out, and see which we like best. Now here's a portion of the song with just the dry vocal.
Tell me for once what that even means. I wanna know. I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. Tell me for once what that even means. I wanna know. I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. There's something that I wish I would've told you, but you just don't seem to wanna know it when you're close to me. Oh yeah. Tell me for once what that even means. I wanna know. I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. There's something that I wish I would've told you, but you just don't seem to wanna know it when you're close to me. Oh yeah. Tell me for once what that even means. I wanna know. I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. There's something that I wish I would've told you, but you just don't seem to wanna know it when you're close to me. Oh yeah. Tell me for once what that even means. I wanna know. I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. There's something that I wish I would've told you, but you just don't seem to wanna know it when you're close to me. Oh yeah.
So now I'm going to go back through each individual reverb and give you my opinion as to what I like or don't like about each one.
I can't make it right. There's something on my mind.
So the room reverb sounds super generic to me. It doesn't give me anything. I don't think it goes very well with this vocal, to be honest with you. Now this might go well with like drums if you want more of that room drum sound. I just don't think it goes well with this vocal at all.
I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. There's something that
I really like this plugin. So Little Plate, which is made by Soundtoys, which I love Soundtoys. They have an incredible line of plugins. What I really like about this plugin is honestly the lack of options. It's so straightforward. It has a very narrow identity. This is what I am. I am a Little Plate reverb, and I give you a certain kind of sound, and if you want a different sound, you're going to have to get a different plugin. And the more that I produce, the longer that I create and produce music, the more that I love plugins like that. I honestly don't use my reverb plugins if they have a bunch of options on it. I would rather have a bunch of plugins that are limited in the range of options than to have one that has 100 different presets on it. That's just me, but that's one reason why I love this. It sounds great. It's got a beautiful sounding plate reverb. It's very distinct, and again, it's not versatile, but it has an identity and it sounds really good across multiple sounds. It sounds good on almost everything. Now this is a $99 product, so it is a little steep, I think, for what you get with it, just because of what I was saying earlier about the lack of versatility with it. But it definitely is a great sounding reverb, and it's my go-to reverb if I just want to slap a quick reverb on something. 9 times out of 10, it sounds the way I want it to sound. Alright, now let's go to Endless Smile. This one is a lot of fun because, so basically what Endless Smile is, this is by Dada Daddy Life. I have no idea. So this plugin was created for dance music, specifically for like when you're building up right before you hit the drop, you know, you get that whoosh kind of sound. This really helps to intensify that. So I'm going to put this plugin on the master channel, and you can get a feel for what the effect is of this plugin in the way that it's normally used.
I wanna know, can you right?
Something like that. You get the idea. But what you can do now is if you take this intensity knob and you turn it all the way up and you just leave it there, it creates this really big, bright, lush reverb sound that sounds pretty incredible.
Tell me for once what that even means. I wanna know, I can't make it right.
So I've had this plugin for a while now, and just recently I had a friend of mine tell me that this is how he loves using this plugin for a reverb like this, and I thought, man, that's a great idea. So I went and tried it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I love this sound. You can use it on so many things to create a really big, lush, reverbic sound, and this is such a great plugin. Not sure how much does this cost. Let's see how much this costs, because again, this is not a free plugin by any stretch. So Endless Smile price. What are we looking at? Okay, so it's a $39 product, which isn't bad, right? And you get a really cool plugin, and especially if you do any kind of dance music stuff, you can use this to really help intensify the build-ups before you hit the drops in your songs. And finally, the Valhalla Supermassive. Guess what? This is a free plugin. It's absolutely free. Valhalla is amazing. I still haven't bought any of their reverbs, but they're pretty cheap. They're only like $50, and they're like world-class reverbs. So I will probably buy 1 or 2 of theirs down the line sometime. I just don't really need them right now, but this one here sounds incredible, especially for the fact that it's free, guys. This is absolutely free, so.
There's something on my mind. There's something that I wish I would've told you, but you just don't seem to wanna what I'm doing when you're close to me.
So this one sounds very similar to Endless Smile. Both of them have a they're very focused on the high frequency range. They have an extremely long tail, and they won't muddy up your mix, but they will wash it out. And sometimes that can have a really cool effect and a really cool sound to your tracks. So now here's the big question: which one is best? I think a combination actually would work incredibly well. So I think if I started with little plate, let's see how this sounds.
Tell me for once.
Start with that. I wonder what would happen if we took the Valhalla and turned it all the way up. Let's go back to the long reverb that I had, so 80 space verb. But we turn the mix knob down.
What that even means, I wanna know. I can't make it right. There's something on my mind. There's something that I wish I would've told you, but you just don't seem to wanna what I'm doing when you're close to me. Oh yeah. There's something on my chest. I wish I would've said. I think it over in the night, but you only ever thinking when I'm close to you.
But yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool. I mean, again, it's all about experimenting. I think if I had to pick just one, I would pick Little Plate just because it has that cool vintage plate reverb sound. But if I wanted to get a little bit more experimental and see if I can find something interesting, I would add a little bit of a high shimmery reverb that you get from like an Endless Smile or the Valhalla, what's this thing even called? Valhalla Supermassive. So that's my opinion. Do let me know in the comments which reverb you think sounds best on this vocal for this song. Also, if you like this video and you want to see more shootout videos like this, be sure to let me know in the comments, because there's so many things we could do shootouts with. We could do delay plugins, oh my gosh, we could do compressors, we could do effects, we could do piano sounds, synth sounds, we could go berserk with it. So if you're interested in seeing more stuff like this, do let me know. Please. Please. Okay, bye.